Hey, good afternoon. Pastor Dan coming to you with today's Facebook devotional. And today I want to talk about what's in your cup. I preached a sermon on this, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago now. And it's one of the things that has probably stuck with me the most over all the years of preaching that I've done. This idea of what's in your cup. So here's the way it works. All of us kind of, in a sense, we carry around a cup. A cup full of what's inside of us, in a sense. And when we're walking through life, there's times where things get chaotic, right? Where things get challenging, and where our cup spills. We spill our cup. And a lot of times when we spill our cup, we point to the chaos as being the problem. Have you spilled your cup lately? Maybe things came out of you that you're like, I am feeling really bad that came out. I can tell you right now, had some spills lately that I'm not real proud of. So maybe you've had some moments where your cup has spilled as well. And so if you've spilled lately, I just want to say this. I think most of the time when our cup spills and there's a mess, we have a tendency to want to blame that on the environment. It's the person's fault the person who bumped into me, it's their fault that I spilled. If this situation hadn't happened, I wouldn't have spilled. If I had gotten a good night's sleep, I wouldn't have spilled my cup. And so we run around and we blame the environment, the people around us. We make that the issue. And the reality is all of us are going to keep spilling. It's not about making it so that you don't spill, so you don't have a mess here and there. The issue, the real heart of it is what's spilling, what's coming out of that cup. And if it's good things that spill out of us in those difficult moments when we get bumped into or when chaos hits, then there wouldn't be a problem. So the content, not the chaos, is the issue when there's a spill in our lives. And so I want to ask you, what's in your cup? What's in your cup? It's Matthew 12:34 where Jesus points to this same kind of situation. In Matthew 12:34, Jesus says, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." So what's been spilling? In those moments where things are tense, in moments where you're getting frustrated or irritated, what's spilling out? Because it's the things in our heart are the things that spill. So if you were to stop and instead of assessing what are the frustrating things, what are the chaotic things, what are the people that are bumping into you, and stop looking at those things and going, that's the problem. If you start looking at the content of the cup of our lives and what's spilling out, and when pain spills out and unforgiveness spills out and doubt spills out and anger spills out and fear spills out, I think we got to be able to stop and assess that and say, if it comes out of my cup, then it's in there. And just be honest. And recognize that that's another area where we really need to turn to the Lord and pour our heart out to Him and seek some healing there. So that instead of pain being what spills out, it's grace. Instead of unforgiveness, it's mercy. Instead of doubt, it's faith. Instead of anger, it's, joy. This is, I see the ugh. I get this is hard. I'm not saying I'm perfect. In fact, part of the reason I'm sharing this devotion is because I've had a day of spilling my cup, and I'm looking and going, what's coming out is not what I want to see. And so maybe you're in the same boat. And I think if that's the case, then what we need to do is we need to really seek the Lord in prayer and realign. That's the whole point of repentance, is to realign. But it's not just realign, it's try to find some healing from the Lord there. So sometimes that comes as we open up with people. Sometimes that comes as we just spend time with Him. But ultimately, what needs to happen is a transformation of what's in the heart, and the Lord is more than capable of doing that, isn't He? So I just want to encourage you to keep pressing in, and when you have those spills, don't point at everyone else. Look at what fell on the ground and say, "Is that of the Lord?" And if it's not, then I've got some repenting and some changing to do. So I pray that God will meet you in that process, and that in these moments where the waves are high or the boat is rocking or whatever else, when things spill out, that we'll be in the process of being completely transformed for Jesus Christ. So I pray that's a good word for you today. I know it's a word I need today, and trusting that it's a word for you as well. Hey, God bless, and enjoy the rest of your day, and keep seeking after Him. We'll see you soon.